So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I would say this guy, Ronald Araujo. You have a real defender's defender in him, Peter. And he may not be the best with the...
Snyder! Totti. Raul. Hakimi. Now it's Snyder. Neatly clipped into space. He's having a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Marcelo. Azar. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Irwin. And here's Shevchenko. And he's found a way past.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
A probing pass. He's in plenty of space here. Howson gets it clear. And that's been won straight back.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's picked it up out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Hakimi. And that is expertly dealt with. Xavi Alonso is the team's great visionary. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Totti. Alonso. Tries to play it through. And the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
After 23 minutes is...
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And the shot's on here. Now it's Azar. And it's Marcelo. Engages and forces him off the ball. Marcelo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Delivered low. And he's quick to get rid. That has been slung wide. He's got away. That looks a good ball through. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Raul. Can he get on the end of this? Raul providing an outlet on that flank. Tries a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! 500 goals! 500 goals! Stop everything and remember where you were. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable. And the shot! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Liverpool drag themselves back again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now, can they get him away? Pedri. Hakimi. And it's Xabi Alonso. And here's Raul. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's there to belt it away. Bale. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Vieri.
Has been indicated.
Alonso. Now it's Shevchenko. Van Bronckhorst. And they can counter here. Now that looks a decent ball. Bailed in acres of space out. Chance, surely! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
It's a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. So it's back to business. Raul, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. It's a threatening ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Araujo gets over and intercepts. And it's Schneider. Totti. Oh, this is a terrific run. Raul gets into a good position. And he's made sure that's not getting through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Schneider. Van Bronckhorst is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. He's shifting through the gears here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, he's taken it. Schneider. Pedri going face-to-face with his great rival. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hakimi, who played through for the wide man. Schneider is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Azar. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's had a shot! And again! And there's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well,
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book.
well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
This certainly looks appetizing. He's having a go. Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top draw. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Well, that chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Noses back in front once more. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Paris Saint-Germain with the lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell. Wouldn't that...
It's Bale! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And now they can clear their lines.
Liverpool really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Fernando Torres touches it back. That's going to go a long way. Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling.
Chance for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Snyder actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Liverpool have their second corner now. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Paris Saint-Germain are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Liverpool really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Marcelo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Shevchenko. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Araujo. Chance here to counter. Vieri with 3 goals to his name and looking for more. Liverpool have it back and can go again. I think we're just about done here. PSG on the counter-attack.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Marcelo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pedri, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. He's found space here. Irwin, and the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Schneider. Number 6, Hadrian.
Defending
Number
of the
23,
desperate variety.
Hazard. Number 18.
Challenge
the
just a
Owen.
bit on the firm side.
Coming on the field, number 22.
Can he get it through?
Spec.
Pass
Number
somewhat off
7,
target.
Donadoni.
They're avoiding.
Number 8.
And we're done. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Persib Bandung have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Now it's Raul. And here's Totti. It's Totti! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Persib Bandung are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Shevchenko, always goal side. That is a crunching tackle. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. Oh, he's having a go! Corner number 2 then. Oh, he's been caught, and a chance! And there's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's got away. Howson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's on it, can he get away? Totti! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 3 coming up. Persib Bandung have the chance to go the other way. Great vision. Oh, that's clever. Now this could be a chance. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Çalhanoğlu, Neymar, Esteval going face to face with his great rival. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that's really well manoeuvred. He's looking wide. Çalhanoğlu, Serginho. And he's being shifted off it. And this is Shevchenko. And the shot! And that's another fine save. Corner number 4 coming up here. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Zanetti. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Zanetti delivers. Terrific effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Petrauda. Esteval will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Çalhanoğlu, Batistuta. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And here's Batistuta. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no...
Oh, just a keeper now! Decent chance! And again! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him.
Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Esteval, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
2 added minutes has been
Totti.
indicated.
Shot could be on, and he's managed to get free. Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Esteval.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Paris Saint-Germain are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Totti, he has found the way through. Big chance! Keeper's got his work done. They're up to 5 corners now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Serginho. He's in plenty of space here. Space for him to turn and look. And Boyan! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And somehow he kept it out.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
There will be a throw-in. Neymar making good progress on the right-hand side. And that's another good win of the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. He's through here. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Owen. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's chosen to go back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Paris Saint-Germain looking close to untouchable here at 3-0. Turns back here, probably the best option.
Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
He's having a shot! And that's in! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And there was his third, and boy, he shapes to shoot! Well taken goal. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Substitution in progress.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. The very versatile Shinji Kagawa, possibly, Jim, one of Japan's finest footballing experts.
Yeah, absolutely. The sort of player, Peter, you'll need if you're looking to play a stylish possession-based game. I expect that, regardless of his initial position, he'll end up playing like a number 10 or an auxiliary striker.
So rapid of thought and of deed. I wonder what he has ready to conjure up for us today.
I can't wait for it.
Howson spots it and intercepts. And he's being shifted off it. Duke. That's a shade optimistic. Owen is herring after that one. Vitinha receives it in a good position here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kukcu. Looking for the run. And it's Vitinha. Distributed tidily. Where it came from. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Kukcu. Kagawa. And it's Marquinhos. Kukcu. That looks a decent ball. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And he's intervened well there. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Here it is, crossed in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Just eases him off the ball. Zanetti delivers. Oh, that's a fine interception. Takes the shot! Oh, he's just got under that.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Pass somewhat off target. Owen goes for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. Oh, important interception. Alonso! And now they can spring out of defence. Juve.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Great ball if he can get there. Bojan Kurkic has it in a wide position. There's the shot! And it's Kagawa. Xabi Alonso with the clearance. Half an hour played now. Tries from a long way out. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Shevchenko. Shevchenko makes a dash for it. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Now it's Owen. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Silvestre gets across to intercept that. That's an imaginative pass. Lewandowski providing an outlet on that flank. Impressive jump! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Howson makes the interception. Kukcu. Now it's Lewandowski. Tries to play it through. Lewandowski. Aims beyond the defence. Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking tidy in possession here. Some really good ball movement. Irwin. Xavi Alonso. Raul. And that is the end of the first half. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Paris Saint-Germain really have looked a bit disjointed to me. Their passing has let them down in key moments, but that's also due for the need of better movement to create more options in the danger areas, something the manager, I think, has to stress to them now.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Shot could be on. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, super find. He's got away, and he's in. Can he finish? He's scored!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Now it's Shevchenko. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the finish! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He's in, must be! It's Kagawa! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Kagawa really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Kukchu goes short. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. And the shot! And no mistake. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Great vision. Good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Toon clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Played out to the left flank. Has a look up and delivers.
Changement.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And this is Hazard, opts to play it back. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Van Dijk gets it clear.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 7, Owen. Le numéro
What about
17.
this cross?
À leur place, le numéro 10.
Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now, what about a counter-attack? Hazard. He's having a pop! Glorious from Hazard! About as smooth as it gets. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
But inscrit.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Le numéro
And I
8.
think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught
Pour
that.
le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 16.
And it didn't take him long.
À sa place.
Just sitting on the bench and
numéro
waiting
23.
moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And it's made its way to him. Out towards the flank. Paris Saint-Germain have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Xavi Alonso.
Thun surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be
Shevchenko! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
No foul, says the referee. McAllister. Great ball, and he's in here. Shoots! Oh, good finish. We thought they were done, but never say never.
But pour l'équipe du Paris
The
Saint-Germain.
invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Attention,
Back
changement.
to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Zanetti, hefty challenge, but fair enough. Goes down, but nothing given.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. That's good defending, very good defending. Zanetti. Rodri. He's in a great position here. Kirkchu. Shapes to shoot! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
The end, time is up. Paris Saint-Germain can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
Been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop.
And he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Caught offside that time. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Jordan Henderson threads one in, and he's made sure that's not getting through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shevchenko! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. And it's Simons. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Owen. Xavi Simons powering forward here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's a cute ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now it's Messi. That's a little off target. Spread to the right. Here comes the corner. Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Owen gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
This is their second corner of the game. Safe to say he's capable of better than that. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Shevchenko running with the ball. Shevchenko, there he goes, motoring forward. Jordan Henderson. Now that looks a decent ball. That's where it came from. And it's made its way to him. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Manchester United have their third corner. Getting up there! And he's there to get it away. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. And this is Raul. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Well read, nice interception.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Dahari. Howson does really well to win the ball there. Nice looking ball. Irwin. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, what has happened here? Shevchenko finds himself offside. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann proves just a little bit too strong.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
This is Owen. Good read, needed to be. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Henderson cuts it out. Howson. Oh, nicely intercepted. Aims beyond the defence. And he welcomes it in. Jordan Henderson. Xavi Simons, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Paris Saint-Germain trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half. Griezmann! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. They've played it short. Oh, there's a probing ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Simons. Can he get it through? This is Owen. He has found the... And Owen! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Owen certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Xavi Alonso.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a searching pass. Can he finish? It's hit the crossbar. Not a bad try by any means.
He probably had a good view of it as well, Peter. Obviously, an inch or two lower, and that's in the back of the net.
Time and again, they are repelled. He's a sharp little ball here. Nice control. Raul, always goal side.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now...
Griezmann! Oh, that's a waste.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Owen, à sa place, le numéro 10.
So we have movement on both benches. Paris Saint-Germain will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Neither of these two want to come... Here's a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They're up to 5 corners now. And a header! And it's Henderson. Oh, important interception. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. That has not gone well. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And this is Shevchenko. Irwin providing an outlet on that flank. That has been knocked clear. Shot at goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 15.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that's going to be a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Rijkaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Goes for a shot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That's a simple one for the keeper.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Vitinha! Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Paris Saint-Germain very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Takes a shot! And there's a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get...
And a chance! And that's a tiny finish. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Paris Saint-Germain give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. He might be in here! Not much subtlety about that challenge.
Paris Saint-Germain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward.
Van Basten!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Sane kept his eye on it, and he's there. 5 minutes to add. Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts. That's really well cleared. And he's intervened well there. And the referee brings it to a close. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up with those who are congregating centrally.
He's having a hit! Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Raul. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
That's gone loose. Marquinhos, well seen, saw that coming. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note? Ibrahimovic! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Ball in towards the middle. Cleared away. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. That's been cut out, well played. Can he get it through? This is Owen. He's picked his way through.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Totti. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, that's a key interception. Hakimi. That's a sharp pass.
Paris Saint-Germain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
He's through here. He has found the way through. Real chance. And a chance! He's got a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, played right into his path. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Ibrahimovic. No, that's shot at goal! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Ibrahimovic really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Paris Saint-Germain find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Now it's McAllister. Nicely weighted ball. McAllister, he is through here. And it's played into the middle. Irwin tries to clear.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well read, nice interception. This looks promising. Oh, right place, right time. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Hakimi. And here's Torres. Pass somewhat off target. Raul. Now it's Shevchenko. He's got away. Oh, important interception. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. That has not gone well. Raul. Stood up well to him there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
1 minute.
Aviati claims comfortably. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Paris Saint-Germain not having the rob of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Zanetti made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. No, that's been intercepted. Now, can they get him away? And it's Vitinha. Vitinha threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, he tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Now it's Ibrahimovic. McAllister. And that could set him on his way. Irwin getting this one clear.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Now it's Owen. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Totti. Cannavaro makes the interception. Quarter of an hour into the second half, and he was quick to react. Totti, and he's being shifted off it. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Shevchenko. Can he finish? Goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And yes, it's him again. And a really good game is threatening to break it. He's had a shot! And a neat finish. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 80, Ronaldinho. Le numéro 15.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Fernando Torres. Le numéro 14, Xabi Alonso. À leur place,
Now he's off and running.
17, Beckham. Le numéro 18.
Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Look at the space here. Xabi Alonso. Totti. That has been cut short. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Mateus. And this is Ibrahimovic! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Howson cuts out the pass. Paris Saint-Germain are making a change after the real chance! He's beaten. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Le numéro 22.
Paris Saint-Germain making further changes here, and in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Frustratingly close.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
It's gone for a throw-in. Carvajal wins the duel this time.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
He's being urged to shoot. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Brilliantly cut out. Rijkaard. Beckham. Tries to pass it through. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Has a look and plays it forward. The final seconds now. Mateus does really well to win the ball there. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Big chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
That has been knocked clear. And we're done. Paris Saint-Germain can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, He's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Oh, that was vital. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And this is Totti! Totti! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Totti actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Trabzonspor are looking to go forward now. He's found a way through. Oh, tries a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Howson going vertical.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Après 14 minutes de jeu, le numéro 10.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Turns back here, probably the best option. Stood up well to him there.
Trabzonspor definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
No, it's come to nothing. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he's intervened well there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Van Basten. And here's Totti. Oh, now it's Totti! Denied by an instinctive save.
Totti is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Czech herring after the ball here. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is shooting chance! And that should get the job done. Eto.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And Edmilson. Trabzonspor disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Time and again they are repelled. Vitinha. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Vitinha. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Diouf. And the shot! Xavi Alonso is the team's great visionary. Irwin. That is good progress on the left. And this is Totti. Totti was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making.
Real chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Tries one from range. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that's another fine save.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. The referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the protest continues, but in the end, they are defending the indefensible. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And it's Rijkaard. Bellingham. Thuram.
Il y aura 2 minutes de
Tete
temps
has
additionnel.
quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Great defending, strong and determined. Xavi Alonso. And here's Van Basten. Edmilson. That's going wide left. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Paris Saint-Germain really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Paris Saint-Germain can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Attention, changement.
That gets us going once more.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And here's Van Basten. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Totti. Totti was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Totti. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard. Totti. And this is Torres. Rijkaard. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Totti. And he opts to go forward. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Thinks about the shot. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Pedri. So what can they make of this? Eto'o charging forward, the ball at his feet. That looks a good ball through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all got a
Chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Totti really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So their fourth quarter of the game. Great chance! Bellingham with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Eto'o. And it's Pedri. Now it's Eto'o. And he's found a way past. Eto! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Trabzonspor restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That pass isn't the best. Oh, he's bustling through. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Bellingham. Eto. Now it's Messi. Now it's Pedri. Great vision. Oh, just chance for a shot! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
But! Après 73 minutes
And
de
yes,
jeu,
it's him
le
again!
numéro 15. Eto!
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, that has not gone well. And the shot! And he's stuck it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Pour l'équipe du Paris
Well, if
Saint-Germain.
ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 77.
So again, we have parity.
Such a big goal, Peter, just when the opposition thought they could turn.
And the finish! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Raul. Driving through the middle. He's having a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Xabi Alonso. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 23.
Trabzonspor have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Van Basten.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Shoots! Stam getting this one clear. And this is Totti.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
And he's had it nicked away into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Rijkaard. Raul. He might be in here. Shapes to shoot. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Le numéro 16.
Messi clears. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
Attention, s'il vous plaît. Les propriétaires
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beck. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're underway. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal Francesco Totti.
Yeah, he is truly unique, Peter. Easily one of Italy's greatest players, and some consider him to be the greatest of the lot.
And what sets him apart?
Consistency, and the way he has no real weaknesses in his game. Such great all-round ability. He really does excel all-round.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Right, Shevchenko, he has found a way through, and he's in on goal. Decent chance! Loose ball, oh, he's been caught on it here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's only too happy. Vitinha! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Serginho. That's going right the way across. That has been cut short. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not getting picked out.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And this is Totti. Bullish header! He's scored! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And Shevchenko! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Van Basten. Van Basten! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
What are you thinking about the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose.
He's gone for goal! Oh, it rattles the bar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Vitinha can see things others simply cannot. Fermin, this is promising. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Van Basten. Lopez. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Fermin surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
Totti gets a foot in here. Serginho. Played towards the other side. Lam. Rizal is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And it's Serginho. Chance, surely! Superb from Rizal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they get themselves in front! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Indonesia leading now. Rizal showing great feet there. Great vision. Bale. Rizal.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's Totti! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Totti. Rizal. That's tidy. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's found a way through. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Albert Ferrer, can he get it through? He's picked his way through. Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
He's had a shot! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Shevchenko.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
And he's forced to go back. Albert Ferrer. Now it's Bale. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's nice. Indonesia have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So what can they conjure from this one? Just wouldn't stay down for him. That is good alertness. And for the first half, that is that. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Un petit rappel, chers spectateurs. N'oubliez pas l'opération caritative organisée autour de ce match. Merci d'avance.
So the action resumes.
Paris Saint-Germain really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Van Basten. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Vermeer. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is a great pick out. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Irwin. Xavi Alonso. Now, can they get him away? And he is dashing away. Bale. Alonso.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Rizal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Serginho. It's a pretty loose pass. Xavi Alonso. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to break at pace.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
It's Van Basten! And it's in! They're back within reach! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And he's been shifted off it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, that's superb. Rizal. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Totti, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now that looks a decent ball. Pass somewhat off target. That has not gone well. And here's Bale. Totti. Sanchez. Rizal on 2 now and looking for 3. Chance here to counter. Now it's Owen. Into the last quarter of an hour. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Serginho. Rizal looking to receive it in space. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Short changes him with that pass. And this is Shevchenko.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's claimed by the keeper. Gerrard. And it's Gerrard. Oh, played right into his path. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bale. And he cuts out the supply. Vitinha. Always goal side. Oh, important interception. Rizal. Looking to play him in. Totti picks it up out wide. Rizal. Rijkaard. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, some tackle that. And that's it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Paris Saint-Germain, FC Barcelone.
Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, the one they call El Nino.
Fernando Torres, absolutely one of the best finishers around. So strong, so quick. I'm expecting them to sit deep to try and nullify his pace here, but even then, it's going to be tough to defend against him.
Irwin promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, it's Dembele. Look at them. And the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Le numéro 7.
So, a breakthrough already. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, it's Shevchenko. That is good alertness. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Xavi Alonso. And it's McAllister. Over to the right flank. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And here's Owen, looking to play him in. That's going wide left.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Vitinha cuts out the pass. And here's Shevchenko. Some really good ball movement. Nice bit of trickery. Shevchenko! And he's stuck it away. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that really is so impressive. Looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
McAllister. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Tries to pass it through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. McAllister is the team's great visionary.
Barcelona always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And this is Raul. He'll try from distance. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
McAllister. Bernardo Silva. That's the keeper's ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well-timed, excellent interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Takes a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Paris Saint-Germain with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And he was quick to react. And this is Raul. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Bernardo Silva. And he welcomes it in. He's in a good... Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, it's Dembele! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Dembele is offering a wry smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. That's a cute ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Owen. Zanetti. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard makes the interception. And it's Dembele. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Paris Saint-Germain have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Paris Saint-Germain are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. That's going across goal. Well read, and the danger is averted. Dembele. And here's Shevchenko. Knocks it into space. No, he wasn't going to let him past. That's a sharp pass. And the shot's on here. Rijkaard. Ball played for Dembele. Ball's played through. Can he latch on to this? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, important interception. McAllister. Oh, it's come loose. Looking for options for movement. Howson. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got...
And a chance! And no mistake. It's level again. What a match we have.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Barcelona dragged themselves back again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Gladius ended up in no man's land. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Torres. Paris Saint-Germain can't breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Xabi Alonso. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a threatening ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 7, Owen. À sa place, le numéro 10.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Paris Saint-Germain are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Thinks about the shot. Messi. Batistuta. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's really well manoeuvred. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Basten.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end of.
Messi! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Into the lead once more. So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Paris Saint-Germain leading now.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Irwin, looking for the run. And that pass just didn't quite work. And it's Messi. Zanetti bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. And right near the end, we have parity. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee. Ah, he's given it away. He's free, he has got... Tries a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
An uncompromising challenge. There will be 4 extra minutes. And time is up. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So what do you take away from it? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Pelé, great vision. It's a sweeping cross.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko! A real chance and a real let-off.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter.
Takes a shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So, a breakthrough already. And that has left him in a heap. Can he get on the end of this? Picked out brilliantly. Baresi can clear it away. And it's Totti, looking for the run. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! And that was his 20th goal for this team. So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Paris Saint-Germain have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. And this is Pelé! Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar. Zanetti deals with that comfortably. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Inter
Milan cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now,
just the keeper in his way. Real chance! And he hits the net. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Totti. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pepe spots it and intercepts. He's found a way through. Baresi. Oh, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Pelé. Pelé going forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Pele. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cannavaro. Vitinha. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Totti.
Totti really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that was vital. Chance! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Neymar. It's a pretty loose pass. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Raul gets on his bike and on the move. And this is Shevchenko. And here's Owen. And a chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And they've got a throw. And that's definitely not his best. It's just beyond his reach.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Azar. And it's Zanetti. Zanetti proves just a little bit too strong. And he shoots! Oh, terrible pass. And he's following up! He's beaten the keeper. And it's half-time. Paris Saint-Germain are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. And the finish! Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Roberto Carlos, can he get it through? Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Inter Milan leading now.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That's been slipped through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Not the most convincing of passes. That's a good ball. He's having a shot! And that's a good finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So again, we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
It's a good foot in there. Oh, super ball. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Owen. And this is Shevchenko. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Shevchenko being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up.
Impressive jump! Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Inter Milan have their lead. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Van Basten. He's had it taken off him. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Van Basten. Stood up well to him there. Looking for options for movement. Girassi. Girassi receives it in a good position here. Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Messi. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Threads one in.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Messi. It's Pele! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Short changes him with that pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Torres! It's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the...
Towering header! Goal! Inter! And they've got their lead back. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Inter Milan with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well timed, excellent interception. And this is Torres. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! Oh, good finish. And right near the end, we have parity. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Sylvestre making good progress. He's rising! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort, simply fantastic.
Inter Milan now on the verge of victory. Save for... And that is that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately...